Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Andrea, and today I'm going to be going over a video that I posted about 2 years ago. It's my most watched video. We'll have the iCard right here for you guys to check out the video. And I get comments on it usually daily or every other day. You guys are always watching and asking questions in the comments. I'm sorry if I don't get back to all of you guys, but most of you guys do respond to the comments that you guys see. A lot of us women are in the same position, and I'm glad to know that I am still not alone. So the video that I posted about 2 years ago was of me missing my period by 2 weeks. And it goes more in depth of like how I felt and what I was going through mentally, and how men don't have to go through what we go through, and how we can overthink. And today I'm going to be telling you guys that I did get my period, but I got it 2 months later. And yeah, I was going through some stuff as far as like thinking about stuff mentally. So there was really no possibility of me being pregnant, but I was just, you know, wondering like why my period was late for so long. My period is usually normal, and I usually get it like on the exact date or within that week of when I'm supposed to get it. And even now, if I'm a couple days late, I'm like, okay, what's going on? So yeah, and normally when I get my period, I know I'm gonna get it because my breasts start to hurt within a week or a week and a few days before I get my period. So I know my body pretty well, and once I start, like literally the day I start, like they just don't hurt at all, which is like pretty weird how fast it just stops. So like I said, my period is normal. I know that your menstrual cycle can change because you're stressed out, your diet, your lack of sleep, you know, eating habits. These can all play a factor into a reason as to why your period's late. And I think during that time too, I was probably working on trying to change my eating habits and working out and stuff, so maybe that played a factor. I'm not quite sure. Those could have been reasons as to why my period never came. So yeah, again, I got my period 2 months later, and after that it was just pretty much normal. Also, another thing I see in the comments as well is you guys stating that you've taken Plan B. Yes, Plan B can mess with your menstrual cycle. It can make you miss your period a week late. You can get it on time, or you can get it a week early. If you're planning on taking Plan B, just be cautious that that might happen. Also, there is side effects as far as like nausea, vomiting, headaches, dizziness, fatigue. All those things are labeled on the box, so you should just look out for that. And if you do throw up within an hour of taking the Plan B, it says to contact a physician or contact a doctor. And if you do throw it up, I'm not sure if you have to, you know, eventually buy another Plan B and take it. Plan B does work from the moment that you have unprotected sex until 72 hours later, so I believe 3 days. And anywhere in that time frame, it should work for you. I don't know anybody in my comments who have said like, hey, they've taken Plan B and they became pregnant. So yeah, that's still a possibility that it may not work for everybody. I just want to give you guys a scenario. I recently took Plan B in March, and I took it when I was like on my 4th day of having my period, which was kind of like a, okay, I shouldn't have done that because your chances of getting pregnant while on your period is kind of low. But anyway, so I took it. I spotted probably the next few days ending my period, but within like a week and a few days later or so, I got my period again, and I was just like, oh my god, what's going on? Like, why am I getting my period again? It's too soon. It says that it'll take, you know, anywhere from being a week late to a week early from when I'm supposed to get my period. But anyways, that's just me overthinking. My boyfriend was like, hey, you're fine, don't worry about it, we know it's a Plan B. So yeah, he was just trying to help me and comfort me, and yeah, everything was okay. I just ended up getting it really, really early, and then my period came, I think, when I was supposed to get it the month after, which is really weird. But I mean, hey, my body was doing its thing. I wasn't pregnant. Another thing that gets mentioned in my comments all the time is like, why don't you take birth control? Why weren't you on birth control? There's reasons why as to I don't want to take birth control. One, I've thought about it. I've just never went ahead with it. I guess like I really don't want to be putting different things inside my body, and I rolled my eyes because it's like, all right, girl, you take Plan B, but yet you don't want to take birth control. Well, Plan B is just a one-time thing. Yes, it does still mess with your hormones and your body, but when it comes to birth control, you're taking that every single day and your body changes, your menstrual cycle changes, and I guess I'm not up for the whole, my body continuously changing, and then if I wanted to get pregnant, then I have to get off birth control, and it might take a while. And when we do have sex, we do have the choice of using condoms, so that's the thing that can protect us. Okay, so another thing I want to talk about is pregnancy tests. I've read in my comments that you guys taken tests before and they come out negative and you're still unsure of why you're missing your period. I know some of you guys have been really late and you've ended up getting a positive. I have taken a pregnancy test before, just one time, and I had got a false negative. Not a false negative, I got a false positive. Did it freak me out? Just a little bit, but I ended up taking another one and I was totally fine, not pregnant. Since we're on the topic of pregnancy tests, I normally buy my pregnancy tests from the 99-cent store. That's just my go-to, and I normally buy them in bulk, anywhere from 5 to 10 pregnancy tests at a time. May I look crazy? Probably, but that's just the paranoia inside me. Let me just show you. These are the pregnancy tests that I buy, and I buy them from the 99-cent store. These girls are my go-to. I buy them in bulk, like I mentioned. I'm not ashamed. Sometimes I go up there and I'm like, I'll just tell them I'm buying them for my friends. I'm making packages or whatever. Anyways, so yeah, they're $1. They're affordable. You can buy them at the 99-cent store. I'm sure Dollar Tree or any other place has them for $1. I rather buy these and just have them on. These right here are my go-to. These are my best friend. We can be the safest about it, and I can still think like, oh my god, are you sure? Like, what if it still, happen to get inside? I just overthink a lot. I wish I wasn't like that, but I am. I always have pregnancy tests on hand. If you ever need one, just ask me. I'll have some. I recently just bought some because there could have been a possibility of me being pregnant, but my boobs were hurting and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my period. But even then I still took tests. I took like 3 tests, and they all came back negative. So I want to talk about the comments that I see on my video. Like I said, I'll have the iCard right here for you guys to check out. I think that's pretty much all I have to update on about that video. Like I said, I was 2 months late. But thank you guys so much for commenting on that video. And if you guys have any further questions after listening to this video, comment down below and I will get back to you guys. I am most likely back on YouTube now and I'm so excited to be back. But look out for new videos, and I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow, the day after, or whenever I upload a vlog or video. Bye guys.